he's just one of them guys that can really make them laugh, and really get a little graphic. And I know one time when right at the beginning, he was always in the strip clubs and that shit, and I says, "Hey, where's Taker?" So I go to the side locker room, and he's laying on a bench, like a wooden locker room bench, like this, totally naked, with his balls hanging over the side, like this, like a sex symbol or something. I start laughing so damn hard, and yeah, the more graphic I got with the Undertaker on talking to him and trying to make him laugh, the harder he laughed. So that's what I do.
And when you feuded with him, there was no way of knowing that he would go on to be this massive legend. You were one of his first feuds. You were one of the first guys that actually gave him punishment, and he wasn't just running over.
Yeah. And I was, and it was funny because JBL and Jerry Briscoe, they had their casts, and me in my mouth, I'm like, well, let me tell you, the Undertaker, I was in Japan with him, and he's going down the aisle, dong, dong, and he's moving really slow. And I said, JBL, is that his name, JBL? And I said, JBL, I said, they just wiped their ass with it. They thought it was the most freaking ridiculous thing they ever seen. And he couldn't have a good match because the Japanese just don't take to that kind of slow movement. But so by the grace of the good Lord, I was able to have a good match with him, because I just bounce around and do all the shit and this, that, and the other. And but yeah, on the 10 greatest Undertaker feuds, I'm number 10. So I'll take that, I guess.
I remember I was in grade 4 when you had that sword incident, and it aired on Saturday morning Superstars. And I remember the Monday, everybody was talking about it at my school that you tried to kill the Undertaker, and we know it was a real sword because the sword stuck in the ring.
Right.
That was a great angle.
Thanks.
For that.
Yeah. I had Vince and Pat come up to me and go, here it was Toledo, Ohio, and he says they had Mark in the trailer, and they were talking to him, and I'm just like, just another day for me. I hope, and they asked him, who can you have a good match with? And he said John Nord. So I'm grateful the rest of my life for that, because that's what he said. And then Pat and Vince brought me in the trailer and told me that. But then they said, hey, you think you could get that sword to stick in the ring? I said, you're damn right I will. I didn't know if I could. Shit. But the only thing I regret on it is I wish I would have got it closer to him and not have him move and then stick it too far after he moved. But they dubbed it up a little.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember that as a kid even
good
thinking anything, but you were trying to kill him. But I was a kid at that time. Was he nervous at all? Because even me, I might be a bit nervous, like trusting somebody. I know you guys knew each other, but that's a big level of trust there.
That is. I was nervous. And but I don't, if he was nervous, he didn't tell me. My nervousness was I had a good feeling that I could do it, but then I wanted to just beat the shit out of him so I could have a good spot. And I did. My money tripled, and I just really appreciate Mark Calloway for putting in the work. And that's what pro wrestling is in the WWF.
The one thing that I'm just thinking about the difference between wrestling then and now, why I hate it now is because you'll have two enemies standing in the ring talking for 20 minutes. All you and Undertaker needed for your feud was just the sword, and you never would have stood in the ring for 20 minutes talking back and forth. week after week.
Right.
It's just so unbelievable to me.